Back in early 2007, Monsanto Board of Directors asked the science fellows to study the issue of climate change and report back to them on the quality of the science that underlies the theory and whether or not and how it was going to impact agriculture going forward. There were about 30 of our science fellows that responded to that request. We formed a panel to study the issue, and we reported back to the board in June of 2007. And we found that, in fact, there's unequivocal evidence for climate change, that we are seeing warmer temperatures throughout most of the areas of the world, certainly where agriculture is practiced, and that we're also seeing some changes in precipitation as well, although precipitation is intrinsically more difficult to predict with the models that are available to study climate. But in general, what we're seeing is a higher frequency of extreme rainfall events, especially in the eastern United States. And then in those parts of the world where deserts already exist, the prediction of the models is that you would start to see an expansion of those areas, and drought would therefore intensify in certain areas where drought is already a problem. We're already seeing the impacts of climate change. Really, the current period of warming that we are in right now started in the late 1960s, and so far it seems to be continuing. Most of the models predict that our rate of increase of temperature will stay about the same through the middle of the century. And so it's rather gradual, and it does appear that our crops that we have in the United States are continuing to keep pace with the rate of climate change. And there's a good reason for that, and that's because we have a very, very strong breeding program where we're using germplasm from areas all over the world and testing it in a number of different environments. And with that very robust testing program, we're able to keep pace with the rate of climate change.